called O'Shea's disability racket is because it is a disability racket. What the cops and what Nick Brejkic and the courts are going to say that they were working with John Burke and Jenny L. Clark to have Michael O'Shea for was everybody that could get indicted would uh, be on disability, and they need the mental health agency, i.e., CCMH, to help the cops with investigations so they could get, all the people that are victims that should be indicted on disability, and then they could say that they are owed back pay of $50,000 or more. So it's actually a social security racket that goes with the bail racket, because therefore those people can't get indicted because of that. So now you have your bail racket in there with the sheriff's agencies and the cops saying that's how the courts are using the mental health agencies and the doctors' agencies, and why the doctors are testifying for people that should have never had to have testimony because they currently have perfect jobs. They're doing everything. Fuck, one of them's in the military right now, and fucking at 28 years old went in the military. So I have no clue what the fuck you people were doing when she was 14 all the way up until she damn near turned 18. But fucking that was the idea of why they were doing everything. And Chris Peterman was going to defend it. So essentially, it's kind of like how I fucked everything up when I went to jail, and then I got indicted for all those burglaries because I was supposed to be indicted. This is Jenny L. Clark's plan, out of jail. That way, then if Chris Peterman and Roseburg worked with Jenny L. Clark on her federal licensing, anybody could get indicted. But we indicted me in jail, and I went to grocery outlet and, whatever, and got arrested because I was looking trespass from there. And fucking, I got indicted in jail because I'm not a fucking dumbass. And that was the whole entire idea of that racketeering. We have immunity in the state of Oregon, and we could do whatever without the federal government's permission, and we're all victims idea. It was a giant and Tiffany and O'Shea and Chris Peterman and the cops and the courts knew that if they couldn't do that, well, if I got indicted out of jail, all they have to do is throw out that disability racket and indict everybody else. And that was their idea, how they're going to protect each other. That's what governments do, and that's what they stick up for. So if I would have taken bail, then therefore everybody else that I'm contracted with should have had to pay bail for anything they could have got blackmailed with. And then we would have to litigate that in court. And that would either cost them money, cost me money, or cost the state money, which would cost prosecutors to say, hey, we could indict him because it was our idea. And it cost the state money for me as a prosecutor to think of this idea and how we should do it and conduct it. So now we have to get the indictments to get my paycheck back, which is a state paycheck, and get the police state paid, tax funded paychecks back, not these people's actual money. Because we work for the state, we're going to pretend everybody in the fucking world does.